The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Elias who? The Vancouver Canucks defeat the New Jersey Devils without Elias Pettersson thanks to their new first-line center, Pius Suter, rookie Jonathan lekkerimäki, and of course, Thatcher Demko.
Your Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, welcome to the postcast here on Locked On Canucks. My name is Trevor Beggs, co-host of Locked On Canucks, and also a Canucks writer currently with Daily Hive Vancouver. Before we get into it, we got to thank you for tuning into Locked On Canucks because it is your Canucks every damn day. And man, oh man, say what you want about these Vancouver Canucks through the 3 games on this road trip, a disappointing loss in St. Louis, a game they should have won against New York, and of course, a dramatic shootout victory tonight against the New Jersey Devils, where they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. But the Vancouver Canucks, it's been an entertaining roller coaster here through their first 3 games on the road. And of course, they get a crucial 2 points tonight against the New Jersey Devils to stay alive in the playoff race. And let's get to a few of the takeaways, and let's get to also my co-host, Kyle Bhawan, in the sunshine, smiling, looking good. Buddy, how you feeling after the Vancouver Canucks season is saved thanks to Jonathan lekkerimäki?
Yeah, I'm not going to hell tonight, baby. We ain't going to hell tonight. Gutsy effort. I love it. I just joined you now. I didn't even know you're going to start off with lekkerimäki, but dude, Trevor, correct me if I'm wrong, but lekkerimäki didn't play a lot, but he should be playing a lot more. Like, you got to get over yourself and stop playing all these fourth liners all the time. This team needs goals, and lekkerimäki can do it with the puck on his stick. Like, he can make plays happen, and I hope that he taught Tocchet a lesson, because moving forward, if the Canucks actually want to make the playoffs, they need to score some goals. And I know lekkerimäki's young, but come on, what are we doing here? Lekkerimäki was our best forward in the third period, and he barely played. I'm glad he got rewarded and, got that chance in overtime and now in the shootout. But all in all, if you want to talk about all the storylines going into the game, it's like, oh, can Hughes do it? Can Hughes do this all alone? Can Hughes be the Connor McDavid of hockey? He could, of defense, he could do it. I mean, Quinn Hughes can. I'm telling people right now, the Canucks can go 11-0 if Quinn Hughes just dictates every part of the game and converts on more chances. This team didn't get good goaltending today. That was another narrative, but hey, we survived it. But I think the other thing that came out of this that I didn't even expect was, lekkerimäki's good, bro. We got to play this guy more.
Yeah, and Kyle, you said it. lekkerimäki did not play much in this game. He only played 9:52 overall. That was the lowest among all Canucks forwards. At even strength, he only played 7 minutes and 18 seconds. That was by far the lowest total in the Canucks. Linus Karlsson, the next lowest ice time among forwards at 9:54. And you're right. I mean, Jonathan lekkerimäki, you can get the rationale from Rick Tocchet. He's a rookie. Unlike guys like Nils Åman and Linus Karlsson, maybe doesn't have as much of a polished defensive game. He hasn't been around North American hockey for as long. But the Canucks right now are starved for goals. They're starved for guys who know how to get the puck on net. And Kyle, not only did he score the goal there in the third period to momentarily tie the game, but he also had a shot towards the end of the third as well. But I'm thinking, man, oh man, thank you, lekkerimäki, for really just throwing the puck on net. And of course, in overtime, has a chance to bury it and then gets the shootout winner. So Jonathan lekkerimäki was buzzing tonight. And how about that line, just for a second, to go to Linus Karlsson, Nils Åman, and Jonathan lekkerimäki. The AHL trio on the ice together in the third period with the Canucks down a goal. And those 3, along with Derek Forbort, are the guys that get the Canucks to tie the game. I mean, look, it's been
gutsy,
a
baby,
season for the Canucks.
Bro, sorry to cut you off, but gutsy, man. I'm just loving the heart. Everyone just stepping up. And, dude, Trevor, I just feel like they're playing for one another. I mean, I know. It's one – after what happened on Saturday, it's a 1-game winning streak. We shouldn't be talking so highly. They still got a large hole to climb out of. But, dude, as a fan, like, how could you not appreciate them going balls to the wall? And everyone's chipping in. Like, you just mentioned Derek Forbort making a saucer pass. What? And all season long, Derek Forbort, I mean, after, he had a rough start, right? One left to Derek Forbort, lost his father, and then he got hurt, I believe, as well. And but I feel as if for a long time, he's actually been pretty consistent. I mean, this whole decor has been consistent. Bro, we almost lost this game, and it was going to be stressful and annoying because when you looked at it, you're like, holy crap, like the Canucks did their best considering they have Teddy Bluger as their number 1 center, Pius Suter, I'm sorry to Suter, who we got to get to, Trevor. But it was like at one point, it was like, yo, the Canucks have allowed 7 goals on like 30 shots. Their last 31 shots. Like, that's what it was looking like. And it wouldn't have painted the picture, or, the final result wouldn't have given the Canucks justice for what they, should deserve. And that's the accolades, man. Like, they've been grinding, bro. They've been working. Like, over the last 2 games, over the last 6 periods, dude, resilient bunch. And as a fan, I know some people want us to lose because some people want us to draft 11th overall and not 16th. Okay, whatever. Y'all do the math. But I'm just proud to be a Canucks fan today. Trevor, anyways, I know we have to make this quick. Pius Suter, man. Pius Suter. Come on, man. Was that not even on that the goal that tied up the game? Watch what he did throughout that entire shift. Elias Pettersson hasn't had a better shift than that. Like, that looked Selke-like. Behind the net, retrieving the puck, because DeBrus was helping. But Pius Suter, just an assassin on the puck, gets it back to the point. Quinn Hughes is just a magician, and then he scores the goal. Like, yo, Pius Suter, you got to pay Pius Suter. You got to keep him. And Trevor, there's no centers. We don't know what we're getting in Filipino, so you got to keep Pius Suter.
Yeah, 100% got to keep Pius Suter. And we'll try to get to a couple comments on this abbreviated postcast here on Locked On Canucks. And yeah, man, Pius Suter with a large, hefty amount of ice time tonight. Kyle, I want to try a different take on our report cards here. Let's do it this way. We're going to do 3 stars, but we each have to name different players. I'm going to start here on the other side here on Locked On Canucks. All right, and my first star of the game is Pius Suter. Like I mentioned, Kyle, you said it. He played unbelievable, had a great shift there at the end of the third. Not only that, Kyle, he had 23 minutes of ice time tonight and didn't look out of place as a number 1 center for the Vancouver Canucks. He had 2 goals in this game. He had 6 shots on goal. I mean, it was just a sublime effort from Pius Suter. I mean, I'm still not sure about that last goal. It looked like Jake DeBrus got it, but it looks like for now, Pius Suter's been credited with it. And man, oh man, for this guy to step up, who had been, remember, a 4th-line center for this team in October, playing with Archdeep Baines and Daniel Sprong, 2 guys who are no longer on this team. And now in the face of adversity, in the face of industry, in the face of adversity and injury, he is the number 1 center for the Vancouver Canucks and played a hell of a game tonight.
He was really good, really strong, and look, clinical too, man. That first goal, again, we talked about Derek Forward's pass. How about Marcus Patterson's pass? Real talk. That was beautiful. But yeah, all in all, Pius Suter really good. And yeah, guys, Canucks fans, I know like it's one of those seasons where it's like, do you really want to lock up anyone, right? Do you want to weaponize your cap space? Do you want to just start fresh? Blah, blah, blah. Especially if this team doesn't make the playoffs. And the last thing you want to do is maybe shell out a lot of money to a guy who had a peak UFA-like year. But in this case, it just kind of makes all the sense to do so because, Trevor, again, we do not know where Filip Chytil is. And I'm not saying moving forward, Pius Suter's the lock as their second-line center. I'm literally just talking about next year. Like, we need depth down the middle. So,
yeah,
sign Pius Suter.
Sign Pius Suter. I know I see some comments going off about what kind of contract he's going to get. But, Kyle, give me your first star of the game, not named Pius Suter.
I know Quinn Hughes, I believe he was on for a goal against too. But, dude, he's the greatest Canuck of all time. And what a leader.
He played 32 minutes tonight, Kyle.
Dude, remember in overtime? I know it's 3-on-3, but he could just do this on his own if he was 1-on-2 and miss. After like a little scramble in the defensive zone. If he had the puck on his stick, he can make a breakaway happen. And did he not look like Connor McDavid there?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, he did.
Let's start talking about him being the best player in hockey. And again, for the people that want to draft 11th and not 15th and not 16th, for the people that don't want to see one round of playoff hockey, bro, Quinn Hughes is going to do whatever it takes to make sure this team, gets there. Like, the score is going to be a 1-goal game. Like, look at what he did on the Pius Suter game time goal. Like, yo, when you have a guy this good, I know we don't have Pettersson, we don't have JT Miller anymore. We're missing a lot of pieces. No Chytil. Bro, all this team needs is real goaltending. They haven't had it in a little bit here. For me to say, yo, we still might make the playoffs because Quinn Hughes and good goaltending can get it done. No, Quinn Hughes on a mission. I'm sorry. Quinn Hughes on a mission, bro. Like, when I say mission, it's like he's demanding the puck. And he's like, I'm going to be a ball hawk. So, dude, shout out to Quinn Hughes, man.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes was absolutely on one tonight. Again, 32 minutes of ice time, an unbelievable performance. I'm going to go my second star of the night. We talked about him already, but Jonathan Lekkerimäki, man, oh man, give this guy some more ice time. And look, he had a bit of a rotating cast of wingers tonight, played most of the night with Connor Garland and Teddy Bluger. Of course, He was on the ice with Linus Karlsson and Nils Amon when he got the game-tying goal. And Kyle, we said it throughout the season, and every day we were vouching for this guy to be with the team because he shoots the puck. And, oh, yeah, last I checked, the Canucks are one of the lowest shooting teams in the NHL. And you saw it tonight in the third period. You saw it tonight in overtime. And of course, you saw it in the shootout. This guy, of course, he's a rookie. He's raw. He's got to get stronger. But there's a ton to like in his game. And I think he can be a player for the Canucks down the stretch here.
Dude, Trevor, it's just that time. Like, with all the injuries, like, again, Rick talked. I don't know how many minutes he played. How many minutes did this guy play in the third period? I was just itching to see more of this guy. He helped tie the game up with, like, 8 minutes left now. I feel like he got 2 more shifts afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me, that's not good enough. I just hope that Tocchet learned his lesson today and moving forward. I know we want to be a hard team to play against and boom, bam, and limit shots and blah, blah, blah. But Lekkerimäki has the intelligence, to hold his own, and we need that right now. We need him with the puck on the stick and trying to make things happen. And the fact that he wanted to make things happen when it was a 1-goal game, and then there's also that moment in overtime with Nebraska and then the shootout winner. It's like, dude, he might be feeling himself here. And Lekkerimäki, when he's feeling himself, look at the AHL numbers. The guy can do it.
Yeah, 100%, man. And, we're going to wrap up here quickly on Locked On Canucks. I want to shout out one more player tonight, Kyle. Thatcher Demko, like you said, he didn't have the strongest game, but stepped up when it mattered most. That save in overtime. Yeah. This guy took a split with groin injuries, back injuries, the paparitis muscle as well. It was just, he stepped up when it mattered most. He stepped up in the shootout as well. Really big save there off of Luke Hughes, I believe it was, getting him with the stick. So, Thatcher Demko, for him to be as injured as he's been, as rusty as he's been, to step up there was just a massive moment for the Vancouver Canucks. So I just wanted to shout out Thatcher Demko as well tonight for his performance.
Oh, dude, shout out to this guy risking his body, putting it on the line. When I see performances like that, I'm like, yo, you never know. Maybe Pettersson and Höglander will fly out to Winnipeg to join the team on the last game of the road trip or whatever. Because this guy's got the heart, and this is why Alvin loves him. And yeah, it wasn't his best game. I mean, he should have. I mean, even on the Timo Meier empty net goal, not the empty net goal, but the one that went off the boards, his positioning just looked off, a little bit slow going side to side. In fact, I thought he got hurt in the shootout off that first attempt. Like something, he looked a little like, like, all in all, though, it's ironic how I'm going to say he has a heart of a champion because he's never been one in the NHL. But, bro, this guy's itching to play playoff games. And even though he's not at his best, you got to give him credit for going out there and battling. All in all, though, hopefully they can, feed off of this and just keep feeding off of Quinn Hughes and make a miracle happen, man.
100%. Make a miracle happen. I got to get out of here on this abbreviated postcast here. Tune into the episode tomorrow for more talk about your Vancouver Canucks, because this is a Locked On Canucks, your Canucks every day and every night. I believe there's a comment here about Kyle Bhawan, the dedication to hop on the show while out on a walk. I've left my wife in the dust. My kids are crying outside, so I got to get out of here too. If you like what we're doing, go subscribe and like on YouTube on the podcast side. Go follow us and leave a 5-star review. We'll be back with you tomorrow. The Canucks defeat the New Jersey Devils 4-3. Playoff hopes are still alive, and we got them covered here on Locked On Canucks. I'm Trevor Beggs. That guy's Kyle Bhawan, and you've been listening to Locked On Canucks.